Hi everybody, it's Vicky from honestmum.com and Xander, are you going to say hi? It is nearly bedtime, just wait till everybody joins in, if anyone's around. Xander, say hi.
Hi.
So Xander is eating, what are you eating Xander? Tell everybody.
A bagel.
And is it yummy?
Yeah.
Xander's so cute because when he was looking at the camera before, come and sit round here Xander so everyone can see you. He was like, oh, I can see mummy, but he could just see my little picture that comes up. So how are you all doing? What are you up to? I don't even know what day it is. What day is it, Xander?
Thursday.
Nearly Friday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday. Oliver's over here as well. Let me just flip round. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. We are getting back into a routine at the moment. What's that, Xander?
Thursday nursery.
Thursday, yeah, I'm not sure. Tomorrow's nursery. So look at these buttery bagels. We are trying. I'm trying not to eat. Are you swapping them, Oliver? So basically, we're getting back into routine here. We are trying to, yeah. So the kids, because over Christmas, we've literally had no routine whatsoever. We've eaten all the food. How much food did we eat, Xander? Xander, how much food did we eat over Christmas? Loads?
A lot.
And Xander, what did Santa bring you?
Star Wars.
He brought you a lot of Star Wars. Tell them about say if you had a good day today. Every day I get Xander from nursery, he says, did you have a good day, mummy? It's the cutest thing, don't you, Xander? You always ask me. So any message for people out there? Hi, Lena. Hi, everybody. Hi, Layla. Layla's saying kisses for baby. Layla, London's there. Can you see? If you look down there, Xander, you can see people that are joining in. And there's Layla London. Oliver's come to have a look. Say hi. These boys are loving their bagels. Hi, everybody that's joined in.
I can't see Layla.
Oh, she's there. Can you see there's a little picture of Layla and she's saying kisses to you. Do you want to blow her a kiss? You shy? Oh, they love you, but they're shy, Layla. So basically, we are back into a routine after a very fun and relaxing Christmas. That was
Are you speaking to Layla?
I'm speaking to Layla and I'm speaking to Lena, my friend.
Where's Layla?
You can't see her. Look really closely there. Can you see that little picture? Oh, they're so cute. I'll explain Facebook Live later. So, guys, I wanted to do a little catch-up because I thought I've not done a Facebook Live for a while. And you know how much I love them. I say a while, it's probably like a few days. Trudy's saying your boys are gorgeous. Bless them. Thank you, Trudy. They're really sweet. Oliver's about to go to bed. So I'm hopefully going to be able to chat to you all. What's that, Xander?
Who's Lucy?
Lucy, Trudy. Who's Trudy? Trudy is another lady that's joined in today because this is a chat. What do you want to tell the people? Alexander is only 4. He was 4 in September, but some of the wise words that comes out of his mouth really make mummy think, don't they? You're very wise, aren't you? Don't eat with your mouth open though, you cheeky boy. Do you love Star Wars? Is that why you've got a Star Wars onesie? To be fair, I want a Star Wars onesie. Do they do them in mummy size? No. Xander tells me every night, Mummy, I love you more at night time because I just want to sleep with you. Oh, little man. Are you going to wake up tonight? You're going to sleep all night in your bed? What? Tell them what's going to happen.
I can't sleep.
You can. What do you mean you can't sleep?
Look at this. I open my eyes and then shut them.
Oh, you'll be okay. So, guys, what are you up to? These guys are heading off to bed. Peter is going to be putting them to bed. I know you said my daddy. Like my sugar daddy, Pete, apart from we're the same age. So you're not. Not my daddy, my husband. So I thought I'd do a little catch-up with you guys and talk to me about what you're up to, what your blog plans are, what your life plans are. Could just have a little catch-up. And if you've got any questions, please, feel free to ask me about stuff. I love doing these interactive lives. So much easier than kind of answering emails. Not that I mind answering emails, but it is so much easier to just do a Facebook Live. Now, I have just eaten a massive chocolate digestive, which I was like, I've been good today. I was like, that's my treat. And I'm actually hoping to go for a run in a bit, would you believe? And I'm currently writing a book, guys, and I can only write on a night time. My brain just works so much better at night. Are you guys night owls? When is the best time for you to be creative? When's the best time for you to write, Xander? What do you like writing? Do you like doing your drawing? What are the best things about being 4, Xander?
Buying toys.
What else?
Just buying toys.
Buying toys, is that the best thing? What else do you like doing?
Colouring in.
Colouring in. And what else? Have you had a good Christmas? Layla's saying hi. Hi, Layla.
Drinking water.
Yeah, drinking water is cool and necessary. It is a necessary life choice. Well done. What else, Bubs?
Milk.
Milk is good. Milk is good. The simple pleasures of a 4-year-old. What else do you like doing? What are the favourite things that you like to do with Mummy?
Coke.
Coke? When did you last have Coke, mister? Very rarely. So...
Moustache!
You've got a moustache? I don't think Xander's going to want to get
A
to bed
milk
now.
moustache.
A milk moustache. That is definitely the best thing about being 4. Hello. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Now, you've got to go to bed soon, okay? Daddy's already gone upstairs. You going to have some good dreams? Come on. So, guys, chat to me. Layla's saying those PJs are amazing. Alex would love those. It's actually a onesie. It's a Star Wars onesie. Where's it from? I don't know. I think it might be from Sainsbury's. What do you remember where you...
I have bad dreams.
You don't...
And good dreams.
You have bad dreams and good dreams. We'll try and talk to you about those bad dreams. You don't usually have bad dreams, do you?
I do.
What happens?
Hair.
Hair? What hair? We will pick this up later, okay?
I'm not going to talk about the hair bit.
Oh, don't talk about the hair bit. We'll talk about it later. Don't worry. So Layla's saying, full family love. I'm also a total night owl productively. Oh, the hair won't go in your mouth, Baba. Okay, well, we'll talk about that. Don't worry, sweetie. You'll be fine, okay? So Layla's saying she's a night owl. She's been blogging and editing all day, but just got into the flow of it. I'm exactly the same, Layla. Like, we need an office by night. Shall I show you guys my office? The kitchen table. This is my office. Do you want to have Hello, Mandy. Hello, everybody that's joining in. Basically, I started
half chopped off.
What's half chopped off? You are? Oh, yes, sorry. He doesn't want to be half chopped off. We've got a little diva here. You love being on the camera, don't you, Xander? Do you want to be an actor when you're older? What do you want to be?
Daddy.
Okay. You can be a daddy. Do you want to have a little baby to look after?
I'm a little bit scared being a grown-up.
Why are you scared of being a grown-up? What's scary about being a grown-up?
Because then I'm just going to cry.
Oh, I know. Being an adult is hard, Xander. But you'll like it. What are you scared of?
Then I can't colour in. Then I won't get toys.
Oh, no, you can still colour in and get toys when you're older. Don't worry, Bubs. Daddy still likes to play computer games, so you can. Adulting is hard. The struggle is real. The 4-year-old already realises. Water? What do you say? Water, please?
I mean milk.
Milk. Okay, so I'm going to do mummy milk time. Now, people are saying, let me read. So, yeah, totally agree, Lola. I work so much better at night time. I basically just feel like I get into the flow of things, which means that, like, last night I was writing at about 1 a.m. in the morning. But it's so nice because the house is quiet. I just feel like I'm more creative at that time. Everything just flows. I think when you're creative, you just have to go with it. But I am going to start. So basically, I'm delivering my first chapter very, very soon. And that's about 6,000 words. So, and writing is so much about rewriting. I used to be a screenwriter. Do you want to open it, Xander? Let me just try and open it. I used to be a screenwriter. And so much is you get stuff out on the page and then you're rewriting, you're editing, you're moving things around, and it's a process. It's like, I think everybody always looks at kind of the final thing and sees this, you know, final, revised, edited, worked on, polished piece, but it's gone through loads of revisions, and I think it's really important when people see that they know that. So wait a minute, Xander, let me just do that for you. Oh my gosh, she's just drinking. Have you got it? Let me do it. So basically, so I just really get into the flow of things a bit later. Mandy's saying you can stay up late and eat biscuits in bed when you grow up. You see, you can stay up late and eat biscuits in bed when you grow up, Xander. That sounds cool, huh? He's just really worried about his milk. Let me try and do it.
I'm still gonna
All right, talk to them. Hold it
but
there.
I'm still gonna not go in my bed.
Oh, when you're older, do you still want to sleep with Mummy?
Yes.
So Xander's been getting up in the middle of the night, and there you go, milk's done. You can drink that now. He's been getting up in the middle of the night to come in our bed. To be fair, I was doing that till I was about 7. So, but do you like that milk? Is that good milk? You're enjoying it? Xander is basically my little best friend, aren't you? We do everything together. Oliver's older. Oliver's 7. He's my best friend too. What's that?
Only in the night.
Yeah, but we hang out during the day. When Mummy has a day off and you have a day off nursery, you have 2 days off, don't you, in the week? What do? He wants me to build all these Lego things, which I end up breaking. I can build some of them, can't I? But sometimes, because they're very delicate, I end up breaking them, so we have to make them again. He gets really upset every time they're broken, so I try to explain to him.
A piece set, and a piece set in the middle.
Yeah.
And I put 2 pieces. You put like that, and you put it like that, and I pull it like that.
I know, we do it together. We build together, we have fun. So,
don't-
Layla, hooray, but it's not, I've
really-
still got to polish it
But
more
you don't
before
really
it gets handed in.
But
And
you
tonight,
don't really like this.
no, that's it. You're very good at Legos, Xander. You can build all sorts of things. So I've got to do more polishing tonight. To be honest, do you know what I'm going to do with this chapter? I'm actually going to print it out on paper, and I'm going to cut paragraphs and like swap them around visually, because I just want to like make sure everything works really well. And obviously it's the first chapter, so I want it to be really engaging. Yeah, obviously the whole book I want to be engaging. The first chapter is like, wow, you want to make an impact. What's that, Xander? And there's loads of stuff that's... Are you going? Yeah. Give me a kiss, good night. Do you want to say good night to everyone?
Good night.
Good night, kiss. Good night, bye-bye. Go upstairs. I'm back, so let me know what. Xander's hilarious. He's such a character. He's such a sweetie. It is 8:10, so definitely bedtime for him. So yeah, let's see what people are saying. Leave me some comments, ask me some questions. Please don't be shy. I get tons and tons of emails every single day. But people, those often take me quite a while to get back. So if you do have any burning questions, or you're starting a blog, or you want some inspiration, gosh, this lighting is so harsh. I've basically got a spotlight under my face, so apologies if I'm looking a bit scary. Let me know and leave some comments down here, and let's hopefully inspire each other, or if there's anything you want to chat about. I have got an event you might be interested in happening on March the 9th at the British Library. Myself and Jessica Huey MBE we've put together another of our workshops, Passion into Pounds, which we've got an amazing, stellar panel of women. So if you guys are interested, you can book the tickets on the British Library's website, and that promises to be such a cool event with women who are just, absolutely leaders in their field. From the author of the $1 Million Blog, Natasha Courtney Smith, I'm in her book, to co-founder of The Pool, to loads of incredible women. So yeah, I hope you can make it. So let me know anyway, guys, what are you all up to? Xander's just gone to bed, so I can hear them upstairs. I reckon I'll be able to hear them for at least half an hour. So have you guys all got into routine? Are you out of things? Are you over Christmas? Like I'm being quite kind to myself, so basically I'm like, right, I want to get back into healthy eating and stuff, because I've literally eaten the world since we were away. But I'm also not beating myself up. I'm somebody that's like, you've got to enjoy life as well, hence these. I've just eaten one of these, but I am definitely going to go and have a run soon, just because I'm not to do with weight or anything, just because it makes me feel so much stronger and better and more chilled, and I sleep better. And definitely something that I found over the holidays, I've been sleeping about 1,000,000 times better, and it's because I got to kind of recharge and relax. And we're all doing so much, aren't we? Like juggling things, and it's really important not to forget ourselves. So guys, if you've got any questions, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, or like leave me some comments on what you're up to, and I am going, yeah, it's just really nice to catch up with everybody and see what's happening. Have you come to any, I don't know, the beginning of the year is always like a funny time, so everybody's doing sort of New Year's resolutions and things like that, but you know, so I think often we do put quite a bit of pressure on ourselves, whether it's with work or doing stuff, but if there's anything that you guys need a hand with, then let me know. I think for me, this is going to be the year of hard work, but also a lot more balance. I think like last year was really, really super busy, and the holidays made me realise how much I need to sleep more, and also let my hair down more as well. So Layla, we had such a good night, didn't we, when we went out in London? I think, you know, just kind of having a lot more fun, seeing more of my friends, and just, I think that's the balance. You know, it's really hard to get it, because especially as a working mum, we're always juggling, aren't we? Well, everybody's juggling regardless. And so this is definitely I've written a blog post about it and about kind of what I'm hoping to do this year, and definitely self-care is like number one, because we've got to be strong, and just kind of making sure, you know, saying no a lot more as well. Like, just because something comes in and it sounds like really exciting, if it's going to make me really, really tired or whatever, then I think I'm just being kind of really, I'm just being a bit more sort of strict with my time and my energy. So, and I think that's really important for everybody. So Layla's saying, I need to book your event. I think is exactly what I need at the moment. I'm still in the planning mode for my blogs. It's been weird not being back at work, but I need to focus more. How do you plan? Oh, Layla, I really hope you can come. It's these workshops have always been sold out. We started off first with Stylist magazine, and Jessica and I are just so passionate about what we do. Jessica Huey MBE is a publicist, and she's an entrepreneur, and obviously I've got honestmum.com, and I'm a former TV director. And really, like, the panel we put together is so strong, and it's there to kind of encourage and inspire in a really safe, fun kind of environment that is really stimulating, with lots of other women, and a great way to network. I think women sometimes struggle with networking because, you know, inherently it's kind of often hard to get time out, or, you know, you've got other responsibilities, so you can't do evenings necessarily. But like, this workshop, we wanted to put it on in an evening so that people can really take the time out to sort of spend a bit of time for themselves, and get to network with other women, as well as hopefully feel inspired by mine and Jessica and everybody's stories of how we've done it. I think for me, when it comes to planning, I do have stuff planned sort of, so for instance, in December, I knew that January would be kind of more healthy sort of spin on things. So I had a guest post by a fitness instructor for Fit Dads. I had, I had like some soups that I was going to go live. I sort of have an idea, but a lot of stuff, especially the personal blog posts and like the opinion posts, just if the mood strikes me, I write. And often that's just what happens. But yeah, and I work like I have a slot called Wonderful Women with lots of interviews, and it could, tend to be high profile, as well as, all sorts of incredible women, from authors to doctors to whatever. And I think those I do work quite far in advance, because I must stagger those out. But generally, I think what's so lovely about blogging is the fact that you're in control. It's your schedule. If you're inspired, you can just go live. I tend to get a few weeks notice on stuff, and but I do, I work really hard during the week. I do quite a few campaigns. Obviously, I write my material. I'm like, it's a busy week. But I think just maybe plan out, no, Layla's saying no is her 2017 mission statement. Yeah, I think we all need to say no a bit more, don't we? Like, Marie Forleo has a really great video about that, actually. She shot it last year, and about the power of sort of saying no. It's like, because I get loads of emails, and like, naturally I just want to help everybody, but I have also come to realise that I do, you know, I'm only one person and there's a limit to what I can do. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so excited about writing my book, because I feel like so much in that, that book is an extension of what I do with my blog, but it is new material and things, but it's going to be hopefully something that people can refer to when I can't say necessarily always. I mean, I do always try and respond to emails and messages. I don't think I've ever missed one, but I think it's also just about, you know, knowing that there's a limit as well to my time. And I think we all need that. And it goes for kind of, I think that really seeps into your day-to-day life as well. I'm being really strict about, you know, my energy and who I give it to a little bit. Just, I think if people are draining or don't make you that happy, you don't try not to see them every day. Or if people are making you a bit miserable online, just unfollow. Or, you know, you don't have to know everything about everybody. And I just think it's just, I don't know, like I believe in the power of micropolitics, and I've seen some sort of catty behaviour on Twitter, and I just unfollow people when I see stuff like that. I just think try not to give airtime or attention to people that sort of don't deserve it, and yeah, just make it, but do that anyway, irrespective of kind of the new year. Just sort of, I think the more you do that and the more you fill your life with positivity, the better you feel. And yeah, so I hope that kind of everybody can feel inspired by that and sort of have more boundaries and just go into the year feeling a bit more positive. So yeah, that sounds great, Layla. But I think just, you know, start planning out what makes you excited about your blog and the sort of things that you want to write about and bring to the table, and just sort of trust that your voice is important and is really unique, and your take on things, there's room for everybody, because that's what lots of people usually message me and say, I want to start a blog, whether it's, you know, lifestyle, fitness, beauty, parenting, and they're like, you know, but there's so many voices out there, is there any point? And I'm like, yeah, completely, because you've only got your voice, and that's really unique. And I think that we all have different things that and the great thing about being online is that you write about stuff and a like-minded audience finds you. Just, you know, similarly to this one, Facebook, when you do a Facebook Live and it throws it out there and it tells people, you know, Vicky's live on Honest Mum. Obviously, it's reaching out to new people that don't follow me as well as people that do. But, you know, people sort of pick and choose what they... I think this year, you know, I think generally it's about being really open to opportunity. And I think with every sort of little bit of confidence you get, it sort of leads to the next thing. So loads of people are like, oh, Vicky, you're so confident. I'm like, no, you know, I'm still scared about things. I'm still, you know, I have worries, but I think I've just, it's almost a habit, isn't it? That you just go, oh, okay, I've been here before, I've been scared, I've done it anyway, and it's led to X thing. So you just have to keep sort of giving yourself a sort of pep talk and keep going for things. And I think with every bit of confidence and every milestone that you meet, then you achieve more goals, and it's a bit of a kind of domino effect. That's what happens. And also it's about being good at sort of picking yourself up again if things don't always go right, because nothing always goes right. You always read about the successes, because I'm not, you know, just naturally we're not going to be like, oh, I applied for this and I didn't get it, or, you know, that didn't work out, or whatever it may be. You tend to only see the good. And I don't think it's sort of cheating people. I think it's just naturally people do want to focus on the good for themselves. So then you only ever see all the good stuff and you don't see the journey. But that's why I love doing Facebook Lives, because you kind of unravel stuff and you can say to people, hey, by the way, I'm just like you. I feel scared a lot. You know, I put myself out of my comfort zones. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're all trying our best. That, you know, it will happen if you're dedicated. You put time towards something, and you shouldn't limit yourself. So I think, like, for me, that's all I really want when people come to my blog or they sort of tune in. I just want them to feel more confident and know that they're not alone and that we've all been there, and, you know, we are there generally. I think confidence waves and wanes and it returns again. But I do think for me, I think the biggest thing for me is obviously having my husband Peter, who's like so supportive, and he's so like rational and logical. So like if I get really upset about something, and he'll be like, Vicky, that's not a big deal, and his spin on things always sort of ground me. He's a bit like water, I suppose. And then for him, and I'm more like, I kind of fire him a little bit. I think we work really well, and obviously like having a supportive family really helps. I think you need to find your tribe that kind of get behind you, and on those times that you do feel, not you Lola, but everybody generally, as well as you, like, just really, if you have those people sort of your cheerleaders, and it's not, I don't really like the term cheerleaders, because it's really more people that can just be really honest with you and say, this is right, that's not right, you shouldn't have said that, that's not, you know, just really have got your best interest at heart. I think that's really important. You need people that can do that, so that, because that's the only way, because it's hard for you to be objective as well, I suppose. So you need people that can just kind of, you know, have your best interest at heart, that can be true to you. So let's say, Janet, so I can share my story and not feel alone. I've been told to write a blog about being, sorry, I missed that bit, in my chronic pain. I can share my story and not feel alone. I'm sorry that you're suffering, Janet, and that is a really, I think that'd be a really positive thing. When I started my blog at a time that I felt really alone. I was suffering from a traumatic birth, and although I didn't write about it, it took me many years to sort of write about it at the time, and use my blog as like a means, it gave me purpose. I could write about, you know, the things that mattered to me. It was distracting, it was like therapy as well as normal therapy and things eventually and stuff. But I think that would be a really good thing, because the way Google works is, say you write a post about your pain and your condition, other people will then start finding that and coming to you. And I think, and also Facebook's a great way of reaching out to people, and you will feel more supported. And also, if you should Google and see, there'll probably be lots of other blogs out there as well, maybe, that you can read and feel that you're not on your own. I think that's the beauty of being online, really. Sort of, when I started blogging, it was 2010, and it was like quite a big deal in America for mummy bloggers. It was starting to be. It was just, you know, I was one of the first. There were several of us, and it felt just so fresh and new, because it, like, as in like a new way of communicating and reaching out and feeling sort of supported, and feeling that, you know, there were other people out there that understood you. And I think that's the best thing. And now it's even more amazing, because there's more and more bloggers out there across all different genres. So we sort of, nobody kind of, and it's brought with it so much opportunity for everybody, and it's a real democratic platform. So whereas before, you know, it would be very hard to be discovered, let's say, if you're a creative, or it would take years and years. Now, you know, you can do something. I mean, look at Justin Bieber. He was, you know, discovered on YouTube, wasn't he? I think it's just, that is like an example of something that became like one of the biggest stars in the world. But on a smaller scale, you can, you know, you can share your art, whatever that might be, and your writing, and then people find you and readers find you. So yeah, it's a great way to, I would suggest doing that, definitely. Research some other blogs, like see what the community's doing as well, because I found Twitter was a great place to make loads of friends. It's still a lovely place. That was like my ultimate happy place. I think it was so great because you could nip on Twitter at like 1 a.m, like, you know, breastfeeding in the middle of the night, and there'd be somebody online, another mum there who I could talk to, and definitely felt very comforting. So I think that's really important. So let's see, Jeanette, you should so do it. I did one a while back, and I think it's such an important topic to be shared. Too many people are suffering in silence, and when I won't want mine, I had so many people thank me for publicly talking about it. Yeah, I think that's really crucial. You know, people can feel supported. Often you could be struggling with something in silence, but you write a post about it, and it brings you the support you need. It's also, writing as a form of therapy. It allows you to process your feelings, doesn't it? And really think about, and it's an act, it's a brave act that's quite cathartic and gives you some kind of, pleasure's the wrong word, it's not pleasure, comfort is the word, whatever you're going through. So yeah, I absolutely think it's interesting, Janet, and I think it would help other people, and it would help people that can relate on lots of different levels, even if they don't necessarily have your condition, but just relating generally with their own struggles. And I think, often it can be quite hard because you're putting yourself out there, you feel quite vulnerable, and that goes for sort of anybody that's writing about anything really. Just you're giving a part of yourself away, and sometimes, things come to light that you didn't even realise you were feeling, but it comes out onto the page. But I think, every time you're sort of a little bit scared to hit publish, often, for me anyway, those have been the posts that have resonated the most, the ones that I'm like, oh, I'm a bit scared, like what will people think? But actually I think blogging has made me more confident in the sense that it's made me a bit more thick-skinned. Like, although I'm a sensitive person and caring, it has really made me feel you know, I'm definitely tougher. I think unless I know you and respect you, then it's, you know, I'm not going to allow sort of people's opinions that don't know me to sort of hurt me anymore. And I think that's really important. Obviously, you know, we're human. They are going to hurt a bit if someone's sort of writing something. But then you've got to go, does this person know me? This person's like responding to something when they don't know everything. And I think you do have to just get a bit tougher, really, and thick-skinned. But I think that comes with the more you write, the more you put yourself out there, and the more you sort of in the public eye. And I say that as in, like, I don't, you know, mean, but I really, like, often I think, gosh, you know, celebrities get so much. I feel for them. They get so much, but then, you know, they don't stop either. They're not letting other people stop them from doing what they love, and that's really inspiring. So I think can all take that. So Janet says, thanks for your advice, I really consider it. Yeah, go for it. And it's quite easy now to set up a blog, really easy. I would suggest getting a WordPress blog, and then you own that, as in, like, it's your site rather than, you know, a wordpress.com site. So it's kind of your handle. Heart Internet's really good. I don't work with them, they're just people that I buy like the domain names from, and I would search for that before you do it. So guys, if there are any more questions, I don't know how long we've been chatting for, it could be half an hour now. I have got the biggest pile of ironing to tackle. Like, it is ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have found this, but I've, you know, come back from being away over Christmas. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And yeah, and just literally ironing, cleaning, sorting out. Oh my gosh, look who's back. What's going on?
I didn't find the silver helmet.
Where's your helmet? How come you're back?
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure we're going to get this one to sleep yet. Have you got your... What have you got in your hand?
I didn't find it.
Is it a Lego helmet?
Yes.
Well, does Daddy know you're downstairs?
I found it, now he's doing Oliver's thing.
He's reading Oliver a story. Right, I'm going to go. Sunny's saying, I had my first rough comment yesterday. First hurt, then giggled. Cut it from my energy and feel more determined. Well done, Sunny. That is the only way. I'm sorry that you've had that.
Find it.
All right, sweetie, I'll come in 1 second. We're nearly finished. But I'm not...
This?
1 minute, let me just show you. What are you doing? Oh.
This. It's right there.
Okay. So I think it is hard, you know, and this is almost like a whole other live, so maybe I'll do one on it. I've done one before on kind of how to deal with negativity online and in real life. But it is tough because obviously we're all creatives, we're all humans, we're all going to hurt when... Yeah, I will do, but you have to give Mummy 2 minutes and you should be in bed. You shouldn't be looking at toys, okay? Peter... So basically, I'll wrap up very quickly, but I think, you know, it's natural to feel that. You shouldn't stop yourself from feeling something because, you know, often people can hurt you and, you know, it can be a flyaway comment. But I do think the most important thing is to go, does this person know me? Are they judging me on like a tiny little thing that's, you know, a tiny part of my life or a tiny thing that I wrote? Yes, they are. Do we know them? Can we respect their judgment? You know, and that's very different from someone offering like positive criticism or debating or engaging. You know when people are coming and they're being rude or they're being, you know, saying horrible things. And I think that ultimately the key thing is not to let anybody stop you, number one, because know that every single person out there who's writing a blog, who's being creative, who's doing a job that reaches other people is going to get criticism. And you can't avoid that because everybody comes to stuff subjectively. They've all got opinions about your work. Nobody's going to necessarily agree. But there are trolls as well. There are people that are not in rational debates. They're just leaving ridiculous comments. I've been lucky in a sense that I haven't really had a lot of that. I've only had, say, a small, like a handful of negative comments. I have had to deal with like passive aggression and like not very nice experience like everybody goes through and sort of catty behaviour from others. But I haven't really had loads of trolls. I had like someone who was a complete coward, apparently a woman, if it was a woman on Twitter, making a nasty remark about my kids. I was like, really? Like, that's just, you want to pick on children? That's very low. She blocked me so I couldn't respond and say, you're an idiot. Sometimes I just think there's no point even responding, like, at all. Just generally, that's the rule of thumb. I don't respond to negativity. But, you know, Xander, what are you doing with that thing? But I do think...
I'm trying to find it.
I think it might be in the playroom and it's too late now. He's on the search for Lego. But I also think, you know, just don't let anybody stop you from doing something, because the only difference, literally the only difference from people that succeed or don't, is that the people that succeed don't give up and they just keep cracking on, working, they get their head down. They have adversity like everybody else, but they overcome it. And they just don't let other people. And it's hard, and you've got to cry it out and get upset if you need to, but then you just move on. Try not to respond. Try not to, you know, go there. But I think and then like, go, right, next thing. And let things spur you on. The sad thing is, we don't live in an ideal world. You know, lots of people will say things. Often it comes from a place of jealousy or just, you know, fear for themselves. They wish that they could have the confidence to do what you're doing. But actually, you've just got to go, do you know what? I read this really cool article, I'll try and dig it out, over Christmas, and it was all about, like, people tend to behave in certain ways, and you've just got to see it, that they're actually coming from a place of love. It was like a really positive, I think it was like a Buddhist style piece. It was amazing, actually, and about how, like, even the people that are acting, you know, jealous or mean, it is because they want to be loved more. I don't know. Listen, you know, there's some horrible people out there that just, you know, and that's it. But there are, you know, most people I like to think are good and want the best. And I think you just have to go through life like that, but just don't let anybody that doesn't want the best for you to stop you. Just go out and do your thing and keep being yourself. I think that's one thing I've really learnt about blogging, is that you can absolutely be yourself and people will get you. Not everybody, like in real life, but there will be lots of people that get you and lots of people that like you, and lots of, you know, and I think that's what that's what matters, doesn't it? Just being you. So being honest to yourself. So, that's really cool, Layla. Thanks for sending Janet a message. That's awesome. Thank you, Crystal, for saying well said. I just think for me, definitely, it's about removing negative energy, focusing on the good, as always, focusing on the things that I want to do. I think it's hard as a parent as well, because we are tough on ourselves, because we're juggling. I mean, it's hard for anyone, even without kids, of course, but, you know, we tend to be hard on ourselves because there's guilt involved. And I think it's really just, you know, we need to sort of go, I love what I do. I'm a good role model for my kids. I get to see my kids still. But, you know, I think we need to just be kind and just say we're trying our best. And I think once we do that, then our self-esteem goes up and, you know, we feel better about ourselves. And I love that phrase, like, kill them with kindness as well, because that's just really frustrating. Anybody that tries to put you down, you're like, oh, thanks for that. Thanks for your insight, and take care. And I think that's really, just be nice, really. I don't think it's that hard to be nice, but I do know some, you know, it seems to be, I think, for others sometimes. But the majority of people are good eggs and they want the best for you. So, and I would say one of the little things I always do is always think about, like, my closest friends that, like, think the world of me, my family, my husband. And I always sort of think when I'm writing stuff, it's like, you know, as long as they'd be happy with me, I think, yeah, then publish, you know, like, they're the people that really know me. So maybe use that as a bit of a guide before you publish. Think of, like, the people that really, really know you well and what they think. And then that way it just gives you that bit of strength, doesn't it? And a bit of confidence, really. So Crystal saying, you're doing great, you're juggling it all. Thank you. I'm trying my best. So, and hopefully setting up a really nice future for my kids. That's what really drives me. Sunny's saying, speak about one's character, how we respond. You are fab. Oh, thank you, Sunny. I mean, you know, we're all human. We all get upset, you know. someone wrote something not very nice that was meant to be about me the other day on Twitter, and it was just quite obvious it was about me. But, you know, I just didn't respond. It was like, okay, that's their opinion. You know, it's just, I think ultimately it's about knowing yourself and knowing, and the more you sort of kind of feel confident about who you are and your choices you make, I think the harder it is for other people to sort of pull you down, really. And like I say, just, you know, fill your life with positivity, and keep getting on with what you're doing, because you're not doing this for other people. Like, I'm definitely like, for me, you're not doing it for the validation of others. Well, you shouldn't be anyway. And if you are, like, maybe write it down and go, whose validation am I after? And then sort of try and, you know, refocus that to sort of yourself and the ones that you love. Obviously, when I'm writing posts, I'm always thinking, you know, I want it to help other people, particularly like other mums. So I don't mean that. I just mean, I'm not trying to prove stuff to people. I don't know if that's just something that comes with age. I definitely felt when I turned about, I reckon 35, or maybe even now when it was 36, I just felt like I'd really turned a corner. I just sort of felt like, nothing that I'm doing is so that other people can say. It's lovely when people say, well done, and this and that, or I saw you in a magazine, or you do, you know, lovely. That's really sweet. But I'm sort of not doing that. I think I'm doing it because I love to write and I love to help other people. And that's just it. It's as simple as that. So I think once you know what your goals are, what's your mission, then, and just keep cracking on, people can see. Yeah, and Crystal's saying rise above. So on that really happy note, guys, it's been lovely chatting to you all. I am good. Should I go for this run? Do I go for this run? I've got a really old treadmill in my garage. It's about 10 years old. It still does the job. And it's really cold in there, though. But I'm often like, right, I should run at night when the kids... I try and run in the daytime, but I didn't do it today. But yeah, when they're sort of asleep... I'm going to be asleep next. I've never yawned so much. I don't even think I've ever yawned in a Facebook Live, guys. So I'm like, sorry, I'm quite tired. It's all these late nights, isn't it, writing my book. But I'm going to forget the ironing, Crystal. I don't think I can cope with that ironing tonight. Even though I've got the most amazing iron. I worked on this ironing campaign. They gave me the most amazing iron. It's like the fastest iron in the world or something. And it's just brilliant. But yeah, I can't tonight. I don't think I'm going to bother going for a run either. I did, but I shouldn't I? Because I said I would. I should. But, you know, I'm trying to keep myself accountable. If I do Facebook Lives, if I write about it, then like I've written this blog post on all the stuff I'm going to do in 2017, yoga, running. So I've got to just try and stick to it. But yeah, it's... See? Tired. Are you guys all yawning, by the way? Because you know that thing, like, when you yawn, like, you make other people yawn. Have I just made everybody yawn, like, automatically? Let me know if I've made you yawn. Put it down there. Before I literally fall asleep doing a live. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that happened? How weird would that be? Anyway, let's not test that out tonight, shall we? But anyway, I am going to go. I am probably not going to run. I am probably not going to do ironing. I will try and do a tiny bit of work because my mind works best at night. But thanks, guys, for being so lovely. I'm sorry that I've rambled on and on and on and on, but it's been lovely to chat to you all. I can't wait for virtual reality to happen, where we can all, like, really sort of feel like we're all in the same room. Have you guys ever done virtual reality? I did it at my friend's house and it was amazing. And I think that's going to be the future for Facebook. When I've read up on stuff, I know that they're really interested in all of that. So you never know. There might be a time when you can be in my kitchen and then you'll see how messy the floor is, which won't be so good. But anyway, guys, take care. Thanks for all your love and support. If you've got any questions, if you've got any bloggy questions, business questions, life questions, hair questions, lots of people ask me about my hair, then please just leave a message underneath and I will get back to it. I read all the comments and I will get back to them, even if it's not straight away because I'm asleep. I will do it. Take care, guys. Good night. Bye.